For most people, their home is their single largest investment, and in most cases it's also their biggest monthly expense. But what if I told you it could actually be the key to your greatest financial transformation? And what if I told you that if you were in the market to buy a new home, I could show you how to cut the cost of owning it somewhere between $250,000 and $500,000? And finally, what if I told you that to do this, you don't need to qualify for some special program just for first-time home buyers, and you don't need to buy some home that needs $100,000 in upgrades or happens to be built on a terrible lot in the wrong part of town? Well, each of these statements are indeed true, but there's one critical catch. You must be willing to transform how you think. See, the days of thinking your home is just a roof over your head are over, because the world has changed. And yes, of course, your home is still a shelter, but to thrive in today's marketplace, you must be willing to transform your vision and see your home as a financial tool as well. A tool that can help you build real wealth, reduce your financial stress, and create the kind of future that money alone can't buy. Think about this for a second. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right? You're working hard, you're paying your bills, you're investing a little money here and there, but you're still not getting where you want to be financially? Well, frankly, you're not alone. Maybe you need to consider a new plan, a transformational plan. Most people never realize that the secret to improving their finances isn't just about getting a better job and earning more money. It's about being smarter with what you already own. This is the entire reason I created the Wealth Builders Home Score, so my clients could have a place to get started. It's a free 2 to 3 minute assessment that will show you exactly how well your home and your finances are positioned to help you build wealth. You'll receive a personalized score across 5 key categories, and you'll find out how you're positioned today. It's quick, it's empowering, and often eye-opening. And did I mention, it also happens to be 100% free. All you need to do is check out the link in the description below, answer 15 straightforward questions. It's just that simple. Now, let's look at some numbers that will really get you thinking. As of the second quarter of 2025, U.S. homeowners held approximately $36 trillion in home equity. That's right, $36 trillion with a T, with the average being over $300,000 for owners who happen to have a mortgage loan. And I'm not just talking about baby boomers and seniors who in many cases are mortgage-free. Generation X, folks aged from 45 to 60, have approximately $4 to $6 trillion in equity. Millennials, those aged between 29 and 44, have approximately $3 to $5 trillion in equity. And heck, the Generation Z folks, those who seem to always have something negative to say about their financial challenges, have over $1 trillion. So if you currently own a home and you're thinking about buying a new place, and you are blessed to have some equity in your current property, this time I'd recommend you look at the financial side using a new approach, based on what I would call a total wallet approach, and built with a focus on what your total cost of ownership will be. This is what we do for our clients every day, and we'd be happy to act as your guide. Now, in all frankness, this is going to require that you invest a little extra time figuring out how buying this next home will impact your whole financial picture. But not much. Typically, it's about an hour. But as you will see in this video, this extra effort will be well worth it. So why do I say this with such confidence? Because over the last 4 decades, I've helped thousands and thousands of families buy and own over $2 billion in real estate. And the results we've seen are usually nothing short of amazing. Chances are your home's equity has doubled over the past few years. And while this is nothing short of a blessing, if that equity isn't working for you, it's just paper wealth. Meanwhile, inflation, taxes, and other opportunity costs are quietly shrinking your future financial power. Wealthy households don't let this happen. They view equity as a fuel, something to reinvest, to realign, and to re-leverage with a focus on achieving and maintaining their financial freedom. So you can do this too. See, your equity, your wealth needs to be working for you just the same. You may have heard me tell a story about a couple I worked with recently. They were hardworking, disciplined, and responsible, and it was time for them to make a move, but they felt financially stuck. They thought the best move was to sell their current home, pay off their current low-rate mortgage, it was at 2.5% and they only had 10 years remaining on it, and start fresh. This was their plan until I asked them a few questions about their goals, their dreams, and where they wanted to be 5, 10, 15 years down the road. After hearing what they had to say, I went to work using my HomeBuck's TCO software and started running their numbers. And the plan I came up with, which in my opinion showed them a shorter path, was one that was simple to follow, powerful in its results, and focused on two key principles that could dramatically help them grow their wealth. And it went something like this. Number one, I recommended that they keep their current home as a long-term rental and let their tenants pay off that 2.5% interest rate loan over the next 10 years. And I strongly recommend they do not pay it off early. And number two, I recommended that they use all of the excess rental income, which initially should come to about $1,500 per month, and use those funds to pay down the higher rate mortgage on the new home. And after we built out all the models and reviewed all the numbers, they liked these ideas. And so today, they're on track to create over $993,000 in new wealth over the next 10 years, without relying on the need to earn one single extra dollar. And make sure you catch this. My clients set themselves on a path to build an additional $993,000 in personal wealth, and all they had to do was start thinking differently. And this is what financial transformation really is. It's not a lottery ticket, it's a mindset shift. It's moving from thinking like a borrower to thinking like a wealth builder. And it all starts when you begin measuring your total cost of ownership, or TCO as I call it. Because when you do, you will suddenly see the full financial power you have already had that comes with being a homeowner. Because TCO looks at everything: your interest rate, your loan term, your taxes, your cash flow, equity growth, your utilities, and your maintenance expenses. And it shows you how they all interact together over time. And this knowledge gives you power. We've found that when you can see the big picture, you can make smarter, wealth-focused decisions. So you'll know when it's time to refinance. So you'll know when it's time to invest your equity. So you'll know when it's time to let your home start paying you back, like my clients that I mentioned earlier. Because the truth of the matter is this: every homeowner we've worked with has experienced some kind of wealth building shift. And in doing so, they've learned that they didn't need to have a finance degree to pull it off. So you can do this too. You just need to be willing to transform your vision. As I mentioned earlier, this is the entire reason why I created the Wealth Builders Home Score. It's to give my clients the beginning of a plan. It's a free 2 to 3 minute assessment that will show you exactly how well your home and finances currently are positioned to help you build wealth. You'll receive a personalized score across 5 key categories, plus insights that could unlock 6 to 7 figures in new opportunities that you could use as well. It's quick, it's empowering, and often eye-opening. Because the fact of the matter is this: sometimes the wealth you've been chasing is sitting right in front of you. All you need to do is check out the link in the description below. Imagine feeling confident every time you make a financial decision about your home. Imagine knowing that your mortgage, your equity, and your strategies are all working together to build your future. That's what this is really all about. We're not just talking about owning a home, we're talking about owning your own financial future. So before you get focused on rates or payments, get focused on developing a strategy. And if you need some help, that's what I'm here for. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to this: when you own smarter, you'll live richer. I'm Kerry Langley. I'm the creator of HomeBuck's TCO, and this is what real financial transformation looks like. We're on a mission to help 1 million households build at least $1 million in wealth owning residential real estate. I hope you've enjoyed this video, so be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can catch all of our future content. All the best, and take care.